All right, stay in the SEC. Stay in the SEC here. A&M Ole Miss. This is a fun one too. Talk about some different styles, or at least perceptions of styles.
Yeah.
A&M -2.5, total sitting about 55.5. You can
Mm-hmm.
update me on the numbers.
Yep.
Both teams 6-3 to the under.
Yep.
A&M's defense here. So here's the question. A&M's defense, 7th nationally in defensive yards per play, going against this Ole Miss offense. We know about them because on this show, they've been the highest total of the week like half the time.
Like every
So we
time.
always
Yeah.
talk about them. Okay, but here's what we got. They're banged up. I mean, Matt Corral's banged playing. Receivers banged. Offensive line for Ole Miss banged. I mean, we're at the time of year where injuries start to matter, and you have to start to take that
Yep.
into your game analysis. Ole Miss is really banged up. The Texas A&M offensive line is really starting to play. Isaiah Spiller is starting to go. Jimbo's going to want to just run it and then run it and then run it a little more. And he's going to want to keep the ball the entire game. If he can have 58 minutes of time of possession, he's going to do that. He wants to keep it. Ole Miss, believe it or not, runs it 60% of the time. So do you trust an Ole Miss? Both teams are under teams. Part of that's because the Ole Miss number is always so high.
Is this the lowest Ole Miss number though of
It's close.
the season?
It's in the ball. Yeah, it's in the ballpark. Normally they're higher than this, which is why they're going under. But you're going to get two teams that run it. So what you answer me on in terms of spread will dictate over under. If you think A&M can control this and run it on them and control clock, then under is probably in play. Thoughts?
I like that. I'm looking at this going. Texas A&M is playing their best football of the season now. They started off a little disjointed, a little slow, but the defense has been there the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss, you just said all those guys are injured. Is Corral still going to win the Heisman? I haven't been paying attention. He ain't going to win that thing now, right?
We'll see. But somebody's got to win. You got to give it to somebody. But no, I don't know if Corral's the guy right now. No.
Yeah.
I would say no if I'm betting it right now.
This is both teams 7-2, 6-3 against the spread for A&M, 5-3-1 on my count here for Ole Miss. Very hard game to pick against the spread. So that's obviously what this line tells you. When a road team's favored 2.5, it's the odds makers and the bookmakers saying, good luck. Either way. I mean, we don't know. So, not a field goal either way. A lot of people are guessing on this. I feel like I'm guessing more than I'm telling, but sidewise it would be A&M. Total, listen, when the number finally gets low is the time they go over sometimes when it's been adjusted. We've been talking about the highest total of the week, and it has been Ole Miss multiple times, and it's gone under every time except, well, now 2. So we got 2 overs and 7 unders. But I'm going under. I think Jimbo's main key to success is we got to keep the ball. By keeping the ball and running the ball, that's how we're going to prevent their quick scoring offense from scoring. Texas A&M and under. Are you with me on both?
I am with you on both if I had to pick. I think both numbers are right. I think if we're going under on this, we're going to be sweating it a little bit because remember this, Arkansas ran for 350 on Ole Miss. So what screws us on the under is if they're having success running it and then Spiller breaks through and goes for a couple big plays on the ground. If we're going under, we need A&M to chew clock and yards. Don't be busting off big plays on us here. I think we're sweating it at the under, but that's the side I would take.
Arkansas beat A&M. That's one of the losses they have, right? Arkansas was at home and beat A&M, I believe. No, or they beat Texas. I can't remember. It all jumbles up. When you start to get into the SEC games now like this, it all jumbles together because the SEC is about 2 teams. It's about Georgia and it's about Bama. That's it. And by the way, I got my question at the end of the show about Bama. Go ahead, next game. Sorry.
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, click on another video right here on the screen. And if you really liked it, consider subscribing below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.